everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jana and this is my Subi here, Sydney. I figured it would be fun to make a 5-year update video since we've had her for 5 years now. I'd like to let you know about some of the upgrades we've made, some of the things that we don't really like about it, some of the things that we love about it, and just share my Subi experience with you guys. So, like I said, it's been 5 years since we bought Sydney the Subi. She's a 2019 Subaru Crosstrek. The first thing that I want to talk about is stuff on the outside of the car. So, one of the little things that a lot of people talk about Crosstreks is that the paint chips very easily. So if you come over here, you can see we have a little scrape here. So we have some little scrapes here. So around the door handles and stuff, there's a lot of little scratches. And I have a little dent back here. A little dent. I don't know if you can really see it, but it kind of dings and scratches very easily. So that's something about the paint that it's not a big issue, but a lot of people talk about it and I definitely have experienced it now, so it's a little annoying, but it's nothing crazy. Something else about the outside of the car that's a good thing is all the little upgrades and add-ons you can put on it. So my most recent add-on is the KC lights. Ta-da! So, here, I'll take it off so you can really see them. They're really cool. They're little spotlights. That's something that's fun about Subarus and Crosstreks, is that you can really customize them and make them your own. The first upgrade we got was our crossbars. When we first got it from the dealership, we added the crossbars, and then we got the roof rack after that. And the roof rack is really handy for road trips and everything. We use it every road trip we take basically, and we put all our luggage and stuff up there, and it really frees up room inside of the car. The second upgrade we got was the trailer hitch. So you can't really tow anything with the Crosstrek. It only has a tow capacity of 1,500, so it's not very tow friendly, but we use it for our, we have a little bike rack that we put on there sometimes, but you could also tow a small trailer or, random things. You can put all kinds of things. You could get one of those shelf things too that stick off the back for luggage, but since we have the roof rack, we don't need one of those. So there's the trailer hitch. So those are all the little upgrades and add-ons that we've added so far, but there are a few other ones that eventually I want to do. They are just more expensive and I can't afford them right now, but eventually I would like to get it lifted a little bit, about 1 inch maybe, and get mud flaps and some new tires and wheels for her, just to make her look more rugged and outdoorsy. So eventually that'll happen, but we'll see. So that's everything for the outside of the car that I wanted to talk about. Now let's go into the interior. We're gonna turn on some AC. It's a little hot today. So here's the interior of the car. We have our little doggy hammock and stuff, so I'm not gonna show the back. I want to say that this car has been an awesome car for road trips. We love going on road trips, and she's very comfortable. The seats, a lot of people complain about them, saying that they're not the most comfortable. I think they're comfortable enough. They're kind of an average comfort. I wouldn't say they're the most comfortable seats I've ever sat in, for sure, but they are comfortable enough that I feel fine on road trips. You have the ability to do Apple CarPlay and put your Google Maps and your music and stuff on your screen and everything, so that I will say that the Apple CarPlay sometimes is very finicky. Sometimes it doesn't pull up your screen, but it still plays your music. Sometimes it doesn't work at all. So that's one thing that's kind of annoying sometimes, but it doesn't happen all the time. The center console thing, a lot of people complain that it does get damaged. So as you can see, ours has these dents and stuff in it. It's really weird. I don't know why it's like that. And it rips very easily apparently, so we try to keep our dogs off of it. A lot of people say their screen gets messed up and everything here can crack easily. Thankfully we haven't had anything like that happen, and we try to take really good care of it, so I don't have any issues with the whole center console except for these little dents. So I guess we're lucky. So I will say that the Crosstrek is not the most spacious. It's actually the smallest car. Well, there's the Impreza, but above the Impreza,
this is basically
it's the smallest SUV that Subaru makes. So it's not the most spacious, but we didn't really need that much space. We only have us, me and my husband, and our 2 dogs. So it's the perfect amount of space for us, but I will add that in, that it is not the most spacious car in the world. So if you need more space, I would go with an Outback or something bigger than that. So this car has really good gas mileage. As you can see on here, it says 28.6 for what I have right now, which is really good. Sometimes it gets upwards of 30 miles per gallon. For example, on the Trip B for almost 5,000 miles, we have...
You can see it.
We have 33.8. The last thing I want to mention is that this car is very slow. I think it has a 0 to 60 of about, what, 8 seconds?
Probably longer than that.
So, the 0 to 60 is very slow. So if you're looking for a fast car, I would not get a Crosstrek. The Crosstrek is not fast at all. So I just want to let you guys know that. It is a little annoying sometimes whenever you're trying to pass somebody and it just won't get up and go. So that's one thing that we don't really like about it, but it's not that big of a deal really. She's very safe and reliable, we will say that. So yeah. Another thing that I forgot to mention was that because she's a really good road trip car, she has the paddle shifters where you can go into manual mode. So if you're ever in a very hilly area, we always use it when we go into the mountains and stuff, because going up hills, it can be kind of hard, on the engine or whatever. So the paddle shifters are nice for that. It also has adaptive cruise control, which is great for road trips because the car basically drives itself. You can, just let it drive itself. You have to keep your hands on the wheel though, because sometimes it will give you a little warning of hey, you haven't touched the steering wheel in a while, or you haven't moved it in a while. So, and then it'll turn it off. But the car basically drives itself, which is awesome. And then the last thing is, would I buy this car again? My answer is a definite yes. I love this car so much. It's one of my dream cars. I've always wanted a Crosstrek, especially in this color. I love this car. She's been great for 5 years. No major issues at all. The maintenance is really easy. Oil changes are super easy to do by yourself. And, I mean, no real issues in 5 years. That's pretty nice. So, she's a very reliable car. I love her. I'm never going to get rid of her unless I have to. That being said, would I upgrade her for a newer Crosstrek? I don't really think so. I don't really like the design on the new ones because they have a big giant screen in the middle, and they don't have I like having the physical buttons and stuff like that, so I wouldn't want a big screen in the middle. That's just my preference, but The newer Crosstreks are very nice, but I just personally wouldn't get one. If I, you know, a few years down the road, if I do need to get an upgrade because we have kids or whatever and we need more space, I would probably switch to something like the Forester or the Ascent. So that is my update for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making this video for you guys. Give it a big like if you liked it, and leave me a comment down below if you have a Subaru and what your experience has been like.